Alright, let's start a new game. Now, I know nothing about this game, and I just heard about it today. It was given out for free from Epic Games, so I do want to thank Epic Games for doing that for us. Oh, okay, I am on a swing. Let's open my journal. Tell him I'm done. Okay. So far, I don't know what's happening. Let's see what's gonna happen. The confession.
I can't do this anymore.
What?
This.
What, mornings?
No. All of this.
You mean the deal?
Afraid so.
What do you mean? You need better pay, different hours?
No, nothing like that. I'm just, you know, done with this.
Uh-huh. Okay. You wanna...
Do I wanna what? Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Here you go. So, you,
He's just floating.
done, huh?
Yep.
Is that
You
money?
understand what that means, right?
Does it mean anything? And I
What
say
does
no.
it mean?
You know what it means.
What is happening?
Mine's made up, I'm afraid.
It doesn't work like that. You know that.
I must be getting forgetful in my old age.
Uh-huh. Nothing I can do to change your mind.
I have no idea what's happening.
Well, you are welcome to try.
Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over. Come on.
Okay, I'll go for a coffee. My mouse sensitivity is so fast right now. Alright. Breakfast.
Smells delicious as always.
Sadie was the real cook.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Not much that's better than your home-cooked eggs.
Hope you don't mind, I left out the bell peppers this time.
Can't stand them.
Put jalapenos in them once. Never again.
I don't know. That might be tasty.
Well, if you say so.
Not to change the subject, but how long we been doing this for, you think?
15 years, just about.
What have you been doing?
Summer of 78. Why'd we meet? What was it?
Needed cash. Bill was sick. Needed cash.
Needed the scratch.
What did you need the scratch for again?
Wasn't too popular with the folks back home. Had to make ends meet.
And Bill needed surgery you couldn't afford.
Yes.
Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night, and Jimmy was trying to help me solve that problem when who should come in through that door but you?
Jimmy was always bragging about connections back home. I thought he could help.
Jimmy knew we could help each other, so he called up Tony. We agreed, made a deal. We all agreed. Ugh. Anyone ever tell you you're no good at making coffee?
What is happening? You do.
Every time you visit.
Thought you'd have got it better by now.
Well, Sadie made the coffee. I made the bacon.
It's good bacon. You know, when I was a kid, I thought pigs were all pink with curly tails.
Yorkshires are. Mine are red wattle. American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
That's so.
There's a lot of talking.
Always thought it'd be nice, you know, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service.
Long time ago.
I'm an old man.
You and me both. So why the Waddles? Funny name.
Like I said, American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And that tastes good.
You aren't wrong. You know, the other day, I was reading the paper.
Look at you, an intellectual.
Maybe. Anyways, I read that pigs were as smart as us.
Honestly,
You
at
believe
this
that?
point, I am kind of bored already, but let's see where this is going. Oh, you're going somewhere with this. Oh, number one.
You, going somewhere with this?
Nah, just thinking about my food.
What's there to think about?
Nothing, I suppose. Just never thought about it before. Do you think the pigs know
Know what?
that they're food?
Oh, pigs don't think like that.
Oh,
How do
my
you know?
goodness.
Because I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us. Well, sure,
I
they're
guess-
smart. They eat, they sleep, but they do
I'm a
not plan.
farmer,
They
probably?
don't think about the future.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think I'm just about finished up here.
Okay.
What do you say
Let's go do something.
what do you say I accompany you today?
What,
Seriously?
help out with the farm chores?
The
Shovel
farm
manure, milk
chores.
goats, stuff like that?
Sure. Always wanted to know how to milk goats.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure first. What about your sidekick?
Protege. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with. Good guy. Smart. Discreet. Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already. I'm quitting.
We'll see.
I quit. Can I start walking around now? I need to change my sensitivity here. Alright, there's 31, 38. I'm guessing those are spots that I gotta check out. Okay, so let me change my sensitivity. Okay, so that should do the trick. I slowed it down a bit. Let's see what I'm supposed to do. Guess these numbers is how far I am away from these chores. Approaching scene.
I've always wondered what was in this shack.
Have you now?
Figured it was just some old
Let's
shack
see.
at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Did you now?
Pull the cord.
Ta-da! Beautiful, right?
Pop machines. Here I figured you had a deep, dark secret.
We have a deep, dark secret. This here is one of my hobbies.
What, collecting them?
Well, sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Makes sense.
You look like you want to ask me something.
Why pop machines?
I like a good soda pop.
And the jump from that to having a bunch of machines in a blacked out shed?
I used to work at the town library after school. And,
I do like vending
somebody
machines,
thought
too.
it would be a good idea to put in a pop machine. 50, 51, thereolabouts. Anyways, it was cantankerous, as these things tended to be, especially back then. And Mrs. Olson, she was the librarian at the time. Knew I was handy, asked me to fix it.
And you've been fixing pop machines ever since?
Well, not exactly. Didn't think much of it for years until after some time I got back from overseas, and I was at this junkyard, and I saw a Kruger Schmidt.
A what?
A Kruger Schmidt. Yeah, I jumble the words, I know, probably French or something.
It sounds German.
German. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, it looked so dilapidated that I just had to take it home and fix it. Of course, you know how the wife is. She just about threw a hissy fit. But I brought her to this here shed and got to work. Fixed her up real nice,
This guy talks a
Then
lot.
what?
Had myself a nice pop.
Can I
Then
go?
I sold it and figured that was all there was to it. But then there was an auction in town and someone was selling a pair of Bendos. Well, I figured, hey, I could fix that too.
And it snowballed from there.
That it did.
But why?
It relaxes me.
I don't know, soda machines.
This guy asks
It's an
a lot of
unusual thing for a man to want to
questions.
fix. Don't people get paid to fix them?
It is unusual, but when the missus and I would get into fights or when things was bad or I was anxious, well, I don't know. Well,
Cares.
Sadie's sister.
Why does this guy care so
passed,
much?
Told me that it was all right to cry, that it wasn't
Come on.
weakness, that it was okay. And I remember sitting there in that empty living room with everyone murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do, but I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't get in that way, you know? Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness. Crying never felt weak to me. That's just not how I am.
I can't remember the last time I cried. Maybe that movie about the boy and his dogs.
Oh, always cry over that one. Dogs are good. Innocent. Yeah, when a dog dies, that always moves me to tears. Yeah. But Josie insisted. Then she kept insisting. Then, I don't know. I think she got offended I wouldn't cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I was something wrong.
This guy's giving his life story in the
There wasn't
shack.
nothing wrong with me. I just didn't. I didn't.
Is he gonna do this?
I
For
wasn't like that.
every
It wasn't what I
single
needed.
chore?
It wasn't how I needed to grieve. This is how I
Can I
grieve. This
go
right
now?
here. When I got a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me. And I don't know how or why, but it's healing. It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's got to have a hobby.
Sorry,
No, it's all right. I figured,
Okay, can I go
I
now?
figured if someone's got to know, this is my quiet little hobby.
Okay.
A thing I do to help me work out my worries.
Okay,
Well,
can I go now?
looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
Stop asking questions.
I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
Dang it.
What am I gonna do with a pop machine?
Well,
Drink pop?
grab yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often, you big dummy.
Exactly.
Wait, I couldn't possibly.
Oh my
Please.
goodness.
Little memento of our time together.
Oh, come on, a memento. Let's keep this train rolling. We can work something out.
You come on back by, pick up the soda machine. Take it home with you. Or don't. If you really got no use for it, I won't be offended.
I'll think it
You
over.
sound like it's empty.
What's next?
What's next? Perfect. Journal. What's in my journal? Tell him I'm done. Check the shed. Move the manure. Milk the goats. Feed the horse. Throw horseshoes. Okay, let me feed the horses. That sounds fun. Oh, okay. So these are the piggies. Nope. Where are the horses? Hey, goats. Milk the goats. Okay, let's do that instead. The goat.
You know,
Okay.
back home they call you the pig
Oh
farmer.
no,
That
not you
description is
again.
apt.
And yet, you also have goats.
I do also have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once. Bill raised a newt or something, but, well, it died.
Come
Most
on,
people
goat.
have, I don't know, chickens and cows. You got goats.
Is that, judgment I hear?
No judgment, no. Just wondering, why goats?
Let me do
Goat
my
milk.
job.
There can't be much profit in that.
Well, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
As I've said, I'm no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
We're the ones who sever ties.
Just let me do my job,
You don't want us
please.
severing ties.
I have a
I
lot
believe
of
I
this to
made
go.
myself clear.
You know, I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times now, and you still don't seem to get that I'm done with this line is just going to look really silly at the end of the day.
You were asking me about goats.
Oh
Yeah,
my
goats.
goodness.
I like them. They like to play.
This might
They'll
be my
eat
shortest
just about
video
anything.
ever. We're about to find
The
out.
milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese.
I might be tapping out
Meat's
soon.
good with the right curry. A friend taught me that a while back.
So, you like them for the utility.
I like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Oh, hey, really? I
Can we
always wanted
start?
to try that.
Yes,
Well-
let's start.
Here's your chance.
Yes.
My goats are smart. They know what's up, so they'll just walk up.
Come here, goats. Yes. There we
Here they
go.
Come on.
Come on, goat.
Now they'll just take their positions here like they should.
Okay, okay.
Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat there.
Sit
very
down. Hurry up. All right.
Suppose not. Well, now that we're seated, all you got to do is grab the teat with your thumb and forefinger.
And pull?
No, don't pull. Just sort of rhythmically squeeze with the rest of your fingers. Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
Just like that, yes. All you got to do is do that till the goat's out of milk.
Huh. This is
Can
kind of
I start mine
I
now?
found it relaxing.
Well, I think I could get used to this.
Why don't you?
Say what?
Why not get used to this?
Oh, my
What?
goodness.
Come work with you?
Sure.
Yeah. Some folks might take issue with that.
Let me milk
Can't
my
make
goat.
everybody happy. Better than ending up shot.
Shoot him? What was that? What? What does that mean?
Hey!
Oh, gun down. Life over just
What was
like that.
happening?
I usually get to shoot back.
Oh, I'm actually
We
am
all wind up
milking
dead
right
in the
now.
end, don't we?
It's
I'd rather live
automatic.
as long as possible.
What good is that?
Living?
What good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could.
Oh,
Well,
you're done? Oh, my
that
goodness.
does it for the goats.
Still, thinking about what I've been saying?
I haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No. No, I have not.
Next. Where are the horsies? Feed the horse. So this is the... Oh, there's the horses. The horse. Hey, I got apples to feed him.
Don't you own a tractor?
Oops. Yeah. Tracker? A tractor?
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, pigs I get. Goats too. Some fellas have chickens and cows. That's all well and good, but what's the point of a horse?
Horses are God's most beautiful creatures.
What, you just keep a horse around because they're beautiful?
Horses belong on farms.
Uh-huh.
This guy's a noob.
You haven't got a saddle
this
for him,
cute
so
horsey.
you don't ride him. He's no racehorse. Can't eat him. What's the point?
I
Yeah,
don't see
horses
the
are
point
just
of
one.
farm without a horse. Gotta have a horse.
These conversations are so
What's
boring.
this about them being beautiful? Beautiful, really. Beautiful, he says. Spindly legs and bloated bellies and those weird teeth. Sleep standing up.
This
Who
guy's
sleeps
a
standing
hater.
up? Something wrong with that. Aren't you going to say something?
Yeah, you're a hater.
One day maybe this fella will understand. There you go. There you go.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here 'cause he likes them. Likes the salt lick, too. Want to feed him one?
Nah, I'm
How
good.
many apples is he going to eat? Feed the
Suit
apples of the
yourself.
horse.
All righty. Here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going.
This
Why
guy
don't
ate
you
like
walk on up
20
to
apples.
pasture, rest a spell.
Horses give me the willies.
Can't see why.
What is next? Throw horseshoes. Move to manure. Okay. Is this the manure? Horseshoe.
Why horseshoes?
My God, why do you keep asking everything?
Well, why not horseshoes?
Doesn't it feel stereotypical?
Well, look around you. My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the city. We don't have nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls? What is this, 1890? This is 1992, friend. We got shopping malls for teenagers, restaurants, clubs, whatever. But pool halls? I don't even know if they had those when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. Well, time doesn't pass out here as quickly, I suppose. No need for all that stimulation.
Ah, so you play horseshoes.
Yes, that's
Or
why.
read a good book? Develop photos you took for yourself? Go fly fishing?
It sounds idyllic. Quaint, but idyllic. And you just want to give up this home-cooked paradise?
Oh my god, let's play. Huh? Can't choose
That's
that?
lonely, too.
We could get you a nice
All right,
place
let's
in the
play.
city.
Never was one for crowds.
Thought you said you were lonely.
I'd be just as lonely in a crowd.
F release.
Sadie, nobody else could really see me. Understand what I was.
How do you figure?
What does it even go for?
What?
After Saigon, when I got back, all these people were hugging their loved ones or protesting or whatever, and
How am I getting points?
never
What is
felt more
happening?
alone in all my life.
Are just throwing it?
I was home. I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well, it wasn't a popular war.
I don't think it's
Lost points
possible
too,
to hit
right?
the damn thing.
But
I don't think it's
I got
real.
home. It was dark, and there was Sadie waiting for me. Porch light like a halo around her head. And I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
I'm gonna block this guy, see what happens.
So you came back to your high school sweetheart.
I thought he'd have married her by then. I didn't think she'd wait for me.
Why not? You're a handsome guy. I bet all sorts wanted you, especially back then. Women love a
Throw
man in
faster. Come on. Two more. One more.
You see that house on the hill?
uniform. What, the burned out
Blocked.
one? I always wondered what happened there.
Gary Gordon
Stuff this guy.
of the Gordon family. Went to high school with us. But, well, most of us were farm
And
folk.
he wins, of course.
Sadie, her dad, was the county judge, so for us, that's pretty high society. The Gordons owned a lot of land, and all that passed to Gary after his ma died. In high school, he'd been our quarterback after his pa paid off the school.
Oh, I don't think I can do
he
this
wasn't a
anymore.
bad athlete.
Good looking guy?
It's too much talking, no
Real
action.
James Dean. And he had eyes for
I-
Sadie.
I think I'm gonna call it quits here. I don't even know what this game is about yet. I'm doing chores and he just keeps talking and talking. I think it's time to say adios.